Yo, what's going on, guys? Warwick got a pretty big buff this patch. They labeled it as an adjustment, but all in all, it's a buff. To break it down for you, his W is essentially the exact same, but you can activate it now in combat. Whenever you activate your W, the closest enemy champion when activated, you will get attack speed and movement speed against. So that's really useful to be able to use once you're in combat. So if I walk in this bush and they hit me, I can't activate W. It's too late. And so if they're full health, I just have to grind it out. So that's very nice for Warwick. There's a few other changes on his W, but that's the most notable one. His E, before it was a half a second, it would let you auto after initially casting, which didn't really matter. Now it's only 0.25 seconds, so that's a wash. But then his R, the hit radius got much bigger, so it's harder to dodge. It went from 100, which is super skinny, to 150, so 50% larger. And he only latches on to champions in front of him now, so if someone's behind you and you're trying to R away from them, they can't block you anymore. That's what tanks used to do a lot against Warwick, so I think Warwick's in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, they did make his size bigger, which is a decent nerf, so it's going to be harder to dodge things on Warwick. But it is what it is. As a whole, I do think Warwick is a lot stronger, especially taking into account his R is easier to land, and his W you can activate even once you've been hit by an enemy champion. So I think that's pretty cool for Warwick as a whole. We're going to be running a full clear here to try to get the team map back. Titanic Rush first item, pretty much always for the health AoE. It also applies on hit effects, which our Q will apply on hit, and our R applies it 3 times. Now, Warwick is cooking. Once people take better value out of his W, I feel like Warwick will get nerfed because his W is insanely strong. But his size, it looks cool, but it's definitely weaker. Auto cute. The last thing I guess I should mention is they buttered his W a little bit to where he doesn't lose the attack speed as fast. Because before it could be kind of clunky when you're swapping targets and you had the attack speed bonus, and then you'd swap back and you would lose it, even if the target's below half health. So all in all, his W is buffed and his R is buffed. Everything else is pretty much the same. Yeah, he's really big now. Holy crap. Like, dude, this character he's got to be one of the biggest champs in the game now. Talk about trying to sell some Warwick skins. The blood scent. I wanted to finish my full clear, but I just couldn't. I was going to finish in just a moment. He's blood scented. I'm going to flash Q through. Nunu shouldn't be able to kill us. I'll activate W if he's about to get in on me. I could just back for team out, honestly, or just go top scuttle. Garen's kind of on his way. I just need to run out. I'll just suicide. It's the best thing I could do. Because Garen did a deep flank down. I don't know if he was going to cut it out wide or cut it in. Nunu was there too. I get it's like an 8 or 10 second death timer instead of an 8 second recall timer. Not bad. Now Nunu is going to get bot scuttle. I'll grab my ground hit 4 gank bot. Their bot lane shoved. I could just go back for the full clear, which would be totally fun, or just go into Nunu's jungle if I feel like he's going to punish my top side. Nunu should be top side off scuttle here. For your runes on Warwick, it's pretty much always the same. You go lethal tempo ever since they brought it back into the game with Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Free Boots, Cosmic, or you can go Sorcery Tree for water walking and Celerity. And then we have attack speed 80 and scaling health. The lethal tempo works really well with Warwick's on hit passive, plus our on hit items like Titanic that we're going to be building. Conqueror honestly isn't bad on Warwick. Lethal tempo is just better. I'm gonna go take this guy's Raptors. He's about to walk into me. He's gonna check drag. He thinks I'm. Oh no, he just did possibly just a ward. So if we see Nunu's top side, we have a blood scent to follow. We could get over there really fast. Could potentially go bot side, but Kate, Lux are pushing in really hard right here. I could just take Dragon. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do here. Nunu went straight for Bramble Rush. That is wild. I would not recommend that on any jungler other than Rammus. And Rammus is barely viable if that right now. Rammus is freaking terrible. They need to revert his R. They would have done it, but Rammus never really had that strong of a player base to complain and moan. to harass the Riot devs into reverting his old R. Yeah, his old R was so much better. Yeah, he's here. I'll pop W early. I need to get to him. It's on the Nunu too. Nice R. I'll get on Auction. Get him with an auto Q. Q is a good auto reset. Hit him with the Tiamat. That was well played by the Nico R. So yeah, he took top scuttle. Not a big surprise. I got blood sent top side. I kind of do like being big. It just looks cool, even if it is a nerf. We got a Q just to get to him. Auto Tiamat auto. I kind of just want to push this. Oh, Rakan's here. That's kind of jacked. Got him with the fear. Nice. We'll get him with an auto Q Tiamat. Need an Auction to jump in. Got W. Auto Q. Oh, I almost had it, bro. My healing hadn't come in yet from the Q. I don't think. These Rakan rooms are brutal. Okay, let's get a big chunk of this. I'll come out for grubs. I'll buy a control word. You should never really buy control word on Warwick until you have T-Mat finished. I already have T-Mat done, so we're fine. Big boy Warwick. I'm liking it. And being able to do your W in combat, it's nice because normally when you use your W, a lot of times enemies will run if they're smart. So once they commit, you can use your W active. It's really, really cool. Get that attack speed and movement speed. You do lose the movement speed once they hit you, but you don't lose the attack speed when they hit you. The biggest mistake people make on Warwick is trying to gank too much early. His pre-6 ganks are inconsistent unless you have the proper setup. Like extremely inconsistent. He needs a very particular setup. Lots of space to chase coming deep from behind. So yeah, they over gank. They delay Tiamat the majority of their games by over ganking. You need to look more for the full clear because once you have Tiamat, his clears are probably above average at that point. We don't even really have to auto the little ones anymore. The Tiamat and Jungle Pet kill them. I could go for the grubs. I probably should have. Yeah, I still can, I guess. They spawn in every 4 minutes. We might be able to get 4 for the Void Mites. Let's see. Got a big blood sun off Garen. We'll run that mid. That sucks. I think I'm fine though. How that hurt. I should have just used my R. I don't know. I just thought I could get to Nunu left one, which is technically what you're supposed to do. You don't see people do that too often in solo queue. You do that because it tells the enemies that you just took them once you take the final one. Hey, Garen. Got him with the R. Hold down Q just in case he flashes. If you hold down Q after you, like while you're on them with R, even if they flash frame for frame, you'll get the Q attach. Your Q attaches to any flashes, dashes, blinks. Your Q also makes you immune to displacements like knockups, knockback, hooks, and even more to R, which is a really weird interaction if you time it properly. You're immune to literally every CC in the game while you're in midair. Once you land, make contact with the champion, then they can CC you off with anything other than a snare. Got blood scent, buddy. Auto Q. Got on with the smite slow. Oh, he dashed away. Alright. If Caitlyn can get the Sivir a little bit lower. I turned on my Oracle just to make sure. Make sure we don't walk into Nunu R. That Lux shield was way too early. Caitlyn attacked. Nice auto Q. Wow, I actually played that pretty well. Well played to her. Caitlyn has such high auto attack range. She can get out of the turret range super fast. I was just saying she was tanked it a little bit early is all, but it works. Oh, this is a close game. I didn't even realize. 7-9. I have 2 deads. It feels like I'm way more fed than that. Auto Q through. Dragon can't knock us. Nunu Thornmail rushed. That's so weird. That's not a thing. Guess he's worried about my healing. I have to hit him, though, for him to be able to apply that. Alright, I'm just going to W active immediately on this guy. Oh, he's speeding up like crazy. Shoot. Not worth. I needed to wait till my Q was up. Otherwise, you can't consistently land the fear. Or stay on top of them as they dash. I don't want to smite it, but I will. I'm chilling on Titanic and tier 2s. It's about time for me to reset. Alright, what are we going to go? What are we going to go? I mean, Plated's fine. Swifties are fine. Thinking about who their better players are. They are 80 heavy. Garen, Akshan, Sivir. Akshan's probably their best player. And Garen, number 2. Yeah, Thornmail Noon is going to have 0 damage. It's a really weird item to rush. It's cheap. It is a very cheap item. Not a good one, though, for clearing or for gank damage. I don't know if they built that in pro play, because I don't really watch pro play much. But a lot of items they build in pro play or strategies don't necessarily convert well to solo queue. Solo queue for consistent carrying for most roles and champions is all about consuming as many resources as possible and pushing your weight around without dying, while capturing the objectives and whatnot. Auto Titanic. Your Q's an auto reset, and so is your Titanic. They need to give Warwick higher than 125 auto attack range if he's going to be this freaking big. It's kind of scummy for me to take that from Nico, but I guess I have everyone muted. It works. There's really no reason for her to go mid since I was already there. She might as well just roamed. I see 2 top. I can't get a Void Might in time. Nunu might be on it, though. I guess I could go and eat somebody. Oh, hey, Nunu. He should have gone for the Void Might. Auto Q. Get with my R. Oh, this is bad. I'm just going to die. Rakan gets the gold. Wasn't expecting him to be there. He had Ignite. Nico didn't tank for quite long enough, but regardless, Rakan being there kind of muffed things a bit. Second item. Bork's pretty good against melee heavy comps where we can auto people. Sundered's not bad. Sterix is pretty good. Tends to be more third for true team fighting. I wouldn't mind Trinity Force even. You are generally supposed to go Bork though, since it's an on-hit effect you can apply with your Q and your R. They also do have Tank Nunu and Garen. You could say, well, they already have heal cut, so I build a self-healing style item. That's fair. W active. I don't think I hit anyone with that. Let's do a big chunk of damage real quick. Probably should have just gone for Herald. I suppose we're playing Draxel WinCon at this point. 2 drags. Auto Titanic. Auto Q auto. Got it. Yeah, Garen's going to be here in a moment. We're going to Q through him so he can't knock us up. Auto. Got my W on. E. Q the Rakan. Had my E on for damage reduction, although it's not going to stop Garen true damage. That was pretty funny. I'm going to shove mid real quick. Nico's going to be probably not too happy about it. But we're already here. She's playing mid too much. That's something a lot of mid laners don't get, is when you have the better jungler, that helps you to move around the map. It's like, her coming here doesn't do much. Gone with R. We'll Q attach just in case he flashes. Auto Titanic. Walk out. I'll get them low for her. Did I see that Q attach even though he flashed like immediately? Who is this? Auto Titanic Q. I'm going to smite the wolf for healing. Yeah, I have too much health from Titanic for that to work. Got my Eon. Q away from the Garen. I'll flash out. Garen doesn't have R, so I should be fine, but... Gone with smite. He's got nowhere to go. Nice. Yeah, him not having his R, he can't do anything against me. Garen Spin's a really interesting ability because it can't be canceled unless he cancels it or wants it until it ends. So even if you CC him with everything, if you're standing by him, you're getting shredded by it. Auto Titanic Q. You can use our Titanic at any point in the combo. It really is best used as an auto reset just to pinch off more damage. The sooner you can get them below half health, the sooner your maxed out W will give you stupid amounts of attack speed against them. So when they're below 20%, it's a giga high. Then when they're below half, it's pretty high. W active. I got Blood Scent on Akshan, so Nunu's not that close to here. He's just chilling. Q through. Auto Fear. Auto Titanic. He got his little phase rush. I have my lethal tempo up, so I'll just get this pushing. I'm one full item. He's one full item. We both have partials. The difference is my champion's way better for solos. Auto Q. Oh, how am I still taking damage? I do have R. I do. This is kind of dicey. The Thornmill, I don't want to dive him. He's not even worth it. I should have just gone for Drag. Draxel's the win con, not killing some goofball who rushed Thornmill. Auto Q through. Auto Titanic. I can't reach this at all. Got him with R. Nice. That's actually not bad. Auto Titanic, I gotta get back inside. Nice. Need to spend my gold too. No one was in range for my W. Don't have to worry about anyone smiting it. Why does stupid Drake turn and target my ass though? I don't even know what Silver's saying. She's about to finish her call. That'll be a little power spike for her. Auto Titanic Q. You could honestly just Q to get into range, I suppose. It feels kind of awkward though. Q auto, say like that. Auto after the Q is really slow, even though it should still be fresh because you haven't used it yet. Sitting on almost 4K. So the problem with Bork Rush or Warwick is if you want to farm heavier at whatever point, sometimes farming is the right answer. It doesn't feel the best. You chew through the camps a lot slower. Alright, I'm just gonna reset. Screw it. They're taking a really weird fight. I'm thinking just Sundered, honestly. I'll go Sterix though, just because we are at the big team fight stage. Having that shield tenacity is really good. She missed her trap. She's epically screwed. We're gonna Q through. That's a triple fear. Auto. Turn on Garen, Auto Titanic. Gone with the Q. Gone with the W. He's smited. I love being able to mix in W active even though I've been hit by an enemy champion. It's so cool. Because yeah, that's just so useful. People don't realize how nice that is. That alone, even if they did nothing else other than let him being able to activate W, even though he's in combat with the champs, that alone is just such a good buff. And then the R being wider is really good too, because a lot of times people barely juked it because it's hella skinny. They need to make it as wide as a Gragas belly flop. Use W active. Ooh, got him with, missed the R actually. I'm gonna Q through him, get him with the fear. Auto Titanic Smite. This is awkward. This is not good. I need some Lux abilities here. Oh, I'm dead. Got him with the double fear, but they didn't go anywhere. I don't know if they were snared or what. They didn't really walk away. Garanar is tough. Really, really tough to deal with. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize just how much range Warwick has. Like if they're spacing you out, they can feel like they're safe, but then if you Q through something to get to them, you can then reach them with your E, because your E ranges your auto, so you Q through and you Q E and then E again, and there. I almost had him there, just one or two more hits. Man. Question is Sundered or Sterix? 46 AD, so this is more attack damage. Same health. You don't get the haste, but you get the shield and tenacity. I think that's worth. Next up on the list, probably Trinity. I'd love if they would let you build Ravenous Hydra and Titanic. They don't let you do that. Back in my day, you could you could buy 6 Rabadons or 6 Bloodthirsters. I have the R to get to him. He's just moving so fast. Get the Q attached. Titanic. He just won't die. Fudge. Auto Q. Down he goes. Sivir's in a weird spot. Trying to zone me off of her. Oh, I might actually die. Garen R does way more damage the lower in health you are. Caitlyn's taking the turret big time. We just can't end it like this. It's not going to work. Sivir can clear the whole wave with an auto or two. Yeah, they got cocky. I don't have my W active to close on her. Nice. Casante's so tanky. He can tank that forever. Got with the smite. Auto Q auto. Nice. Garen's gonna press R. Big outplay. Okay, let's just get the drag. I want the Salt. It's not letting me take the portal, and I don't really know why. This is not looking too good for me. I have to turn at some point. I can't let them walk me down, because they are faster than me if I'm moving away. He's got movement speed on Zil. Auto Q, auto Titanic. Nice, got Auction. That's huge. I don't have to deal with Auction Nunu breathing down my neck. Can't really outsmite Nunu per se. I like how my mid laners just like randomly in their jungle instead of coming into Dragsoul. Which one does this do? Oh yeah, this one's the AoE slow. It's a tiny bit of damage, but it's really just an AoE slow. Auto Q, auto Titanic. Alright, Snooney's giving it up here. I'm blood scented. It's a big one too. He tried to hit me to take it off. Oh, that's bad. That's frustrating. Well played to Auction. He just baited me hard. There's not much I could have done though. Even if I did hit him, I wouldn't have had enough time to kill him. Garen R, 1000 true damage. Very cool, sick outplay. Does over a third of my health. It's like 35% of my HP on a point and click. True damage, non-dodgeable ability. It's incredible. Let's go for... It should really be some kind of charge up or skill shot. Something you can interact with better. There's just no interaction on it. Believe it or not, you can interact with Fiddle Fear. You can block it with Yasuo Wind Wall, Samira Wind Wall. I mean, there was another thing you can block it with. I forget. Something else. Those were the two big ones other than spell shields. I think it is time for Sundered. Sundered and Sterix make up the unholy trinity that you see every single melee AD character get in their build, whether it's Starvin, Zao, Riven. Who's another AD? I guess even realistically, Darius could go for that. Sterix, Sundered, Sky are just that good. Yeah, we can get Baron. Hextech Soul is probably one of the worst ones for Warwick. I would much rather have the Wind Soul so I could have longer R's and just more movement speed to close distance or disengage. Nearly, what is that? 3 Atom Caitlyn? Yeah, we're going to take this quick. Auto Titanic. Oof. Got a Bloodstone on someone. They know we're here. I'm almost level 17. Man, I'm gonna need a couple more camps. Once I can buy Sundered Sky, I'll reset. Got my W active on. Got my E on. Q through. Got the attached to him. I was trying to get on multiple, but Rakan kind of went forward with that. Get Nunu with R. Hold him still. He's about to phase rush out of there. Believe it or not. That should be it. They don't have a proper tank compared to me and Cassante. We're way tankier. Like our E damage reduction of 50% for 2.5 seconds is kind of big. Tried to flash fear this piece of poop. I was gonna run him down. Blood said he can't really go invisible too well against me. That should be it, man. Warwick feels pretty good. I like his R being easier to land now because there's definitely a huge issue with that. It doesn't latch on to people behind him, and his W you can use while in combat, the active, which is really cool. Let's get the graphs. Looking at damage dealt, we were number 2 behind Caitlyn. Not a big surprise. It's honestly pretty hard to get most damage dealt on Warwick. Everyone runs from you. They realize fighting you is a bad idea. You can only really kill. You don't really kill Warwick. You kill his teammates. If Warwick positions poorly, then yeah, you can all gang up on him. But for the most part, you kind of just avoid him. It's not that hard to avoid. A little bit harder though now that his R is more consistent to land. Damage taken, we were number 1 on our I think number 1 in the game actually. Not bad. It's pretty good considering Cassante. Self-mitigation will be the telltale. I doubt he's going to be able to clear the delta though on damage taken. I mean, I took 18,000 more than him. He did not self-mitigate 18,000 more than me. Yeah, even if you take self-mitigation into account, Nunu was up like 8 on me. Yeah. We took the most, even if you add the 8 to Nunu. Cool. So second most damage dealt. The most damage taken. Even taking self-mitigation into account, and for runes, pretty good value. Beating lethal tempo, it's hard. It is really, really hard to beat lethal tempo value on Warrior. There's still the argument for press the attack, mainly for the early game ganks and whatnot, but the cons, the downside in the team fight or in the solo fights to the death are severe. Like when you get into a toe-to-toe fight with a true soloist character like a Lee Sin or Master Yi, the lethal tempo makes such a big difference. But if you're playing like strictly for ganks and you have no intention of ever trying to fight their jungler because it's someone who you'll never be able to kill, like let's say Ivern for example, I could see press the attack would be reasonable in that instance because how are you ever going to get the Ivern? Daisy hits you, you lose all your movement speed. You throw a snare at you, like what are you gonna do? So yeah, all in all, work pretty dang good. I'm very happy with the changes they made. I think they were extremely fair and decently thought out. There's some aspects of his W I'm not super excited about. Like I thought it was kind of cool how it was 2 or 3 times faster cooldown if he wasn't actively had a blood scent to run to, which was really nice. So instead what they did was they made the cooldown a decent amount lower. Early, mid game, late game it's the same. But I mean, as all in all, Warwick's definitely buffed. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this Warwick video, let me know what character you want to see next. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.